I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. No way now, I'll give up everything. Daunting though, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted, created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting though, if I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. No way now, I'll give up everything, daunting though, if I can see my dreams, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
Hello, Voofy. 7:50 a.m. Nice. Had to wake up early for D&D this morning. You killed the dragon. Nice job. Heck yeah. Chilean black screen. Very exciting, much fun. Test on a different channel. There we go with weird background noises. Nice. I ate a lot of not the best for me food today. Yeah. It's been a week of feasting. Alright. Oh, gotta get my mic. Okay, everyone. I hope you are ready for Beacon Pines. Let's go, Beacon Pines. Ah, yeah, beacon time. Gotta get your beacon. Get your beacon on. Gonna get some beacon going. Yeah, TikTok live. Beacon going. Bacon. Raw peas. Bacon. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Just starting it up. Oh, yeah. Pop out chat. Pop out your chat. Here we go. Won't let me move it. So that's cool. Sure, start it up. Go live. Topic, I don't care. Topic, gaming. And we go all the way down. Oh, it won't let me go all the way down. Other games, yeah. Heck yeah, go live. Pop out that chat. You had onions and they really trigger your IB. Oh, dude, I am a proud member of the IBS club. It's a struggle. It is a struggle. I'm gonna explode tomorrow because I've eaten so much food. I need to go back to just eating one meal a day at night, but there were occasions that allowed for merriment, so it had to be that way. Okay, I'm assuming everything is working correctly, and we are gonna go live for some bacon pines. Bacon pines. And hopefully we will finish the game this time. Your stream titles are still very much perfection. Aw, thanks.
Chapter 6.
Dude, I love Chili's. I went to Chili's for the first time in a long time. Chili's is amazing. Trigger food. Satan, were you just going around eating onions? Just raw?
Secret lair.
Secret lair?
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale
Well, thanks
starlight,
for the likes, Cosmic
cautious
Dust
to avoid
Stars.
any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Wait, I'm gonna catch this before I start. My mic was muted. I remembered this time. My mic was muted. Okay, cool. Our mic is no longer muted. Nice. Thank you, Cosmic. And you guys can hear the volume on YouTube, right? What is that? Ooh, he just puts on his sweater. Waddling around. I'm going. What I should have done is, every time I went to sleep in this game, go to sleep in real life for more immersive experience. And we are streaming on YouTube as well, if you can find the link in my TikTok profile. We have a Discord with a lot more videos. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. Coast is clear. I like this gang we have. I hope nothing tears us apart.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secret? Behind the fireplace.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Ah!
He coughed as a veil of dust.
I think it's safe to assume anything that's dusty isn't what we're looking for. Dude, I love Chili's though. They have this 3 for $10.99 menu, but you can upgrade it. Like, they have different components that you can upgrade. Normally it comes with a drink, an appetizer, and a meal for $10.99, but you can add components as you like on it. You can get this bottomless chip pile, and they give you tons. They give you so much for $2.49. They give you like 3 giant dips and a huge plate of chips. You can also get a wine or other alcoholic drink for $2.49 upgrade. You can get dessert for $2.49 upgrade. But they give you a lot of food, so it's nice. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. I have no idea where the key is. She has her berry bushes. Chili's actually isn't bad good. Too bad they don't pay their gray staff. Yeah. Rip Chili's. I always tip well when I go to restaurants.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All 3 kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted and turned toward the kitchen.
I knew this cabinet, something was up with this room.
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Every squad needs a good lockpick. Every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. What do you think of this song? What song? Crusaders.
The 3 crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss.
Voofy, I like medieval-y music, so I like it.
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability. As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Oh?
The
Secret
entire
room?
hutch began to rustle and slide under its
I knew
own
something was
power.
up with this room. Whoa. Wow, that's good writing right there, actually. We're about to find out. If you have a secret lair in your house, where would you put it? You should use that sound, Alina.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
talking about. There's nothing wrong in Beacon Pines. Sure. Alina, on YouTube Studio, it shows you a bunch of... It provides you with hundreds of copyright-free songs, and they're good songs. Just go to YouTube Studio and look around. Under music.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
I do what through the filing cabinet?
For a long moment, he just stared at it. Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
He what the label?
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text. He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Who's Mrs. Wilby? Problem is finding your own. Yeah.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
I just go through and star all the ones that I like, and then check them out later. Mr. Nuncreed. Who's Mr. Nuncreed?
Rollo's finger traced across the page. Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Okay, important plot stuff. Okay.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly. Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages. Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Whoa! Watch your profanity.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Barrels marked caution explosive. Grandma, why do you have explosive barrels? And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. I don't think that's jam. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Well, I don't know about that. It makes the jam taste better, right? Only one way to find out. Lights a match.
A lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
Hint of brown sugar and ink.
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
What? Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
The what note? Licked his what? Mrs. Fratelli. A gram jam gram? Last night I used disguised errors provided to scout the location. bombshell than a bomb. Alright. I think it does that automatically, Alina.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines. Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger. He jabbed down at the end point.
I don't think that's a treasure. Yeah, that doesn't look like treasure to me. Are we the children of terrorists? Did you just say gulp? Thanks for the rose! Just gonna blow up the festival. 69. Nice. Thanks for the 69 roses!
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? Oh, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Someone's upstairs.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead,
got you, Lena. We're the children of terror.
floorboards bent under slow,
Are we the
deliberate
children of
steps.
terror? Sounds like the name of the album. My dream is,
The
I
kids
wish I
looked
was
up, the tilt of their
capable
necks
of making
following
music
each
because
football.
I have so many. One of my passions is making album covers. I have so many great album covers ready. I just need an
Suddenly,
album.
It stopped.
If anyone wants to make an album and just let me make the album covers, I'd love
Without
that.
realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
The way he said that.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Watch it be his dad.
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yoo-hoo! That's a great beverage.
thump. Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life. Rollo shifted suddenly.
Why did you shift?
Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward
Why,
the shadowy
Rollo, you dummy?
figure. With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Oh.
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
That was awesome. Did you just kill that person? Heck yeah.
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
He's dead. You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver!
Chapter 7.
Oh dang, we're making progress. Are we the children of terror? Or are we just terrible children? Are you really asking the kid who willingly touched an electric fence why he did something stupid? Yeah, it's supposed to make
The
sense.
interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Ooh,
Still unconscious,
Gonna
Mr.
waterboard him?
Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope,
Oh,
his
dang.
feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
They're gonna execute this guy?
They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house.
You could just... He'd say he wasn't there to hurt anyone. Oh yeah, what is he doing in my house? I suppose I have a stand my ground law that I'm good with.
After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, incendiary cop? Good cop, chill cop. Oh, I like this. Good cop, hard cop. Definitely the good cop, chill
They
cop.
run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I love this. You knew we were going to choose chill.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my... I'll ring your bell.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. Kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my Grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my Grand up to? If you just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? Except when you blew up the town.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I would start with that. Why don't you...
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck.
Dude,
This time
don't
they
untie
shrugged.
him.
Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr.
He pulls the
Tolliver
gun.
gently rubbed his wrists.
It's good, lad. So all makes sense in time. Why are you walking backwards?
Imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see this town is secrets, Luca. Dude,
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch. He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the
that
stairs.
must be brought to light. Mr. Tolliver, you dummies!
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard. Mr.
Just locked us
Tolliver's
down here.
muffled voice came from
With
behind the door.
explosives. Wasn't lying, you know. It's for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. Let the adults
They
handle this.
looked
You're gonna blow up
bewildered
the
at
town.
each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
I don't see how the good cop, chill cop routine didn't work. What could have gone wrong?
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing
Worked an
board.
Attack on Titan. Good cop, hard cop?
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze.
What kind of cop?
I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver.
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
He
Mr.
always
Tolliver
wakes up with
groaned
lights.
and
Is that because
slowly
he's...
lifted his head.
What is he? Is he like a nocturnal
He
animal or
recoiled
something?
with a muddled, weary squint.
Squirrel, what in
The
the
chair
world?
wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. That's pretty calm. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
Okay, Rollo's kind of clutching this. I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Does Rollo work at Guantanamo Bay or something? No dance!
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk! Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. Make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? I'm gonna go get a pile of chips. Let me know if you want any. I'll be right back. Well, that was stupid. What? I'll take some chips and a Dr. Pepper if you got one. Why, yes, I do. I do. It's all drank, though, so sorry. Better.
His voice faded to a whisper.
Town began where it all began. What is Operation
With that,
Sparkplug?
Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Ro. I think you went a little too hard on him. He went a little too what? A what on? Wow, they move fast. Chip break. I know. I was confused for a second. Do real squirrels get stressed and faint? I like that voice. Let's keep an eye on the place for Mrs. Novak sometimes. I do like quiet places. You should make a movie about that. Squirrels do what? I guess, yeah, squirrels faint. They faint. Dude, okay. I almost got killed by a squirrel like 2 weeks ago because a squirrel fell out of the tree close to my head. Did he just faint? Like, is that why he fell? Because it fell like right next to my head. I was almost filming. I filmed like a second after he hit the ground, but I didn't catch him falling. But yeah, he almost hit me on the head. He went on his backside, and he was like concussed for a minute because he wasn't moving. But then he just got up and climbed the tree. Hello, gwensneed1234@gmail.com5. Welcome. First deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring, really. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. Alright.
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
6
Oh,
feet
there's only
under,
like
3 towns over.
There's only like 10 chapters. We're getting there.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county
They
records.
spent
desperately
the rest
searching
of the
for anything
afternoon
that could help
doing
them
what?
make sense of Mr. Tulliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
This isn't the end you were looking for. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm going to end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears. Feel that.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
Yeah. Not assertively. You need to look at all the books you can. Okay.
Rollo muttered under his breath. Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Give me a word. Jay Hartford here. Love to see you try. Hey, it's Fat Albert. There's a big, huge hint in one of the books. Okay. Let's just take a minute
Something
and...
tickled the back of Luca's mind.
What hit the back of Luca's mind? I don't think his dad's dead. I think his dad's alive. Six feet under, 3 towns over. Wait. Wait, my grandma is dead? Maybe I should have questioned why I'm an antelope and my grandma's a squirrel.
The question hung in the air.
Who am I living with? Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night. How about you shut up? You don't have to do anything. I'm gonna rob the library of all its knowledge.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
Dang.
Luca's heart was pounding
What?
as he approached
My
the
grandma
house.
is not a deer. My grandma's a squirrel.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
Oh yeah, of course. That.
Dealing with
or
him
whoever
would be
moved
the
him with.
first
Maybe
order
not
of
my real
business.
grandma.
Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh. Hi.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely.
Quote unquote grandma.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Yeah, let's do that. Boinga, boinga, boinga. Aha, you're a heavy sleeper. Doinga, doinga. She's a doe. A doe, a deer, a female deer. That's a squirrel. Whoa, wait. Okay. Oh, frick. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen. Or maybe Gran knew everything.
Uh-oh.
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Dude,
Luca
you have
rushed
so
over
much
to the
food
pile of
outside
jam
your
jars,
room.
unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Luca, I don't think you should be eating jam out of a barrel labeled explosive. I think you have a kitchen right upstairs. I think you have better options, buddy. What in the Minecraft eating noise?
He flipped the lid to read the label.
These characters do not make logical decisions a lot. She's a deer? I don't know about that. She's got a gun. Oh, frick. I'm dead.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
Dude, why you eat the jam?
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong. Luca groaned and tried to move.
Dummy.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ? Uh-oh. Is she taking me to the basement? Oh. Okay. Are we going to
Chapter
chapter 9?
9?
Chapter 9, we're almost done.
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow.
Hey, what?
Why would
Into his
Gran
pillow?
drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed? Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Hey guys, what's up? Gran put something in the jam. Sly. Oh, frick, we're gonna die. We're all dead.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Augustus Gloop. Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh, that hurts.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
It's rough.
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine,
He
everyone!
gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Ah, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip, which brought me to a small town, which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community, and Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction, a conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish.
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits!
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
This isn't the true ending. I think you have one more wrong ending before you get to the real one.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Maybe I should.
No, I don't mean that. We
Yeah, you
got a
do.
little closer this time. We just need to try again.
How many
Please.
chapters do I have to go back? Wait. I have a new word. Good cop. Sly cop. Okay.
Way to run the classic good cop,
I figured there was going to be
sly
one more.
cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Alright, Beck, do your thing, little bat person.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
I like the festival. You're that Modewell girl. Please, call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent
Beck
you
caught
here?
herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd
I like the
already
music.
gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better to avoid prying eyes? Who's suspect a kid?
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. Well, you understand. We never know who to trust
Mr.
in this
Tolliver
town.
rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both
Beck
here to
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck
Oh!
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. You won't know anything once I finish cleaning things up down
Beck
here.
was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there's one more loose end. Okay, General Shepard. Loose end? That's nothing really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a Perennial Harvest transmission. Ooh, give me a word! Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Say it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So the password and nowhere to put it? That means something, right? Good thinking. We should probably go work that out. We got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this spaceman gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
Nice job, Beck. All your Seven Sisters apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Password Rollo. About that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got
She
an idea.
turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could be a cover-up? It's one of those things. Letters and number thingies. So you would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Oh. It's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Kren's new drugstore. How'd you do that? Website for... Okay, Rolo is starting to clutch up here. Go, go, go! What do you want? Uh-oh. Nope. Why's he got you waiting around, huh?
The road leading to Beacon Pine, a sort of natural.
Let's go! Is the ending gonna happen in Perennial Harvest? Oh, hey, guys. Sorry, sister. Just got off work.
Gus looked around nervously.
I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
New choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future? Or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you'll always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. Let's see you at breakfast tomorrow. Okay. It's getting late, children. Oh, they knew I was... Dang, this person never stops reading. Wait. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a thing about it. I do hate when a villain makes a good point. Sure. Drugs. Yeah, yes.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
How'd you get candy? Hi, dog person. And where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. But I might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. I feel that. You know a lot about a person by the choice of confection. Yeah, I guess. I like sour guys. I'm certain you do. Oh, I always wondered why Mr. Nungry kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Just walks away with his licorice. Okay, kid. I like that guy. Break a window.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's Nude Rug Store! I mean, Underground Secrets! The
Beck
password.
flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Guys, this did not work out well the last time we went in this telephone booth.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad. The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to
Have you ever been
panic,
on those water
they
slides
closed
that
their
drop
eyes,
underneath you?
held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
A new area.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. Secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 are real? Rollo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Golly, I want to see what's written on them. Mining Operations Alpha? You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. That's all farms and fertilizer. Fertilizer blows up. The internet is a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. That's a good saying. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. I don't like that. I bet it's gonna be Bravo. Perennial Harvest main office. Oh, do these take me around the map? That's where my mom works. Your mom works there? What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Can I walk through a tube? Hazmat. Uh-oh. So we found our mystery warehouse creeper. At least we found their hazmat suit. Launch the missile! Inside Earthlings, I've read enough Hank Atomic to know the way around sci-fi
Will's
tech.
hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Oh. Meeny, miny. Oh? So.
Stop saying stuff right now. You're not supposed to say.
I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Let's get back. Do they have anything that makes them feel clever? Oh yeah, we need to be underground.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Disney?
He gestured toward the strange tubes. Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh. shook his head wistfully. Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children. Luca began to laugh. The color drained from Nuncreed's face. Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic. A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Head west and don't look back. The way he jumped. We don't talk about that area. Exactly. We don't talk about that area.
Chapter 8.
8? Goodness.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark.
Allowing the what to what?
Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
What kind of fluids? Oh. Wait, that was my house. Was that pipe always there? When did that fence go up? There's nothing wrong in Beacon Pines. This is a different Pines?
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Oh dear.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Trooper, I don't know what you think you're doing. I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. It wasn't me who doomed this town. Oh, she is a deer. She just has weird hair. I've been watching you, Joseph. Joestar, I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran, what's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperate.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollenbeck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Was something I thought was magic that you later found out was just British? It's just British tea. I trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? I've been picking up on that. If it were for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish.
He is
His
alive.
voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
These are different ideas about how to affect change.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And still as he began to weep. Oh.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
Wait, you know when they had the SHIT word? I would so love it if I could put that there. That would be the most hilarious. They should have a free play mode where you can use any word. I would totally
It was
use
all
that word.
just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. Promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, let's see where their loyalties fall. Juniper,
Ignoring
don't.
his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
I don't think that's a good idea, Gran. Oh no, don't do it.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation.
Mr. Nuncreed, what?
The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
See, Joseph, I learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing
Before Gran
to...
could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Good job, Gran.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant.
Warm embrace frozen in... That's a great sentence.
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Weep. Dang, we came so far. Sly. Dang, how many... Ponder, hide, chill. I should have used chill. Oh, really? Okay, what was happening at this... Oh, these guys! They decided to flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked
Nice.
up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Can't believe that worked. Thanks for care. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Oh, Iggy, I completely forgot about you. The timeline where I pushed him into a pile of acidic goo is the true timeline?
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
As what as ice?
In fact, it was ice.
Oh.
Chapter 5.
Oh, chapter 5. Goodness.
Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet
Oh.
as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
How far did we go? What? How did we get here? I didn't go in the order you did? Oh. How did we get here?
A disc of smooth metal was lightly
I wonder
covered
where
in
that
snow
goes.
to faint seam.
You've never seen one like it. I don't think that's true. Oh, frick. 58 Kelvin. It's down a bit from last time. And relax. Just a few more sites to hit before I can check. It's a good thing this guy already has a winter coat on. Confused. Wow, that came off really easily.
The boys
Nice.
stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Why did she freeze the already frozen replica? She didn't just freeze the already frozen replica. I'm pretty sure she froze, like, the whole world. I think this is, like, the first town, and they move towns I made a bonus town or something. And now the bonus town is getting frozen. That sounds like what's happening. It's kind of sad that it freezes the entire world. At first I thought it just froze the town, but it's really sad. What can I say? I'm a very observant person.
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying. Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
We find out why there's two Beacon Pines.
With a resigned sigh,
Twin Pines
Luca
Mall.
responded.
Boy howdy. I thought he said your mom's shirt was wonderful. I'm like, what?
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket. The fencing listened. Each chain link encapsulated with a...
Clues from the future. I know, it's very unique game. I feel bad that the true timeline is the one where we made this guy into a monster.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a...
Swim run. Stop following me! Stop following me! Stop following me!
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
What
peered
vocab word
upward
did
at
the
the
melon
darkening
give me?
sky. He let out a long, foggy breath.
What would have happened if I
faintly.
didn't hit that melon?
Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
Smack. But when did I use smack? Was it when I punched the... or no.
Luca allowed
The
himself
sister.
to collapse next to Iggy. The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
I feel that. The end. It's peaceful music. Of course not.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
That's true.
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do.
Iggy now wept openly. He wiped his nose with a sleeve. Luca gave a warm chuckle. Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes. Iggy arched into a wide yawn. Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Not bad. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more. The house smelled of warm
I love
bread.
this song. The Dream Noise song. I like this song a lot. It makes me happy and sad at the same time. The song makes me so sad.
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively.
Hi, Death Viper. In the timeline we just had, Grandma drop the
It's
torch
just a
and blew
matter of
everything
what
up.
we choose to see.
In the timeline we're in right now, I got in a fight, pushed a guy into a puddle of acid,
Well, let me show you.
and
The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting
remember.
next to his bed.
my
listening to
favorite
his heartbeat
timeline, I
with one of
think,
his
was
dad's
the one where
stethoscopes.
me and Rolo made up and sat in the treehouse and got froze together. I think that was
The
my favorite
doppelganger
timeline.
limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch?
Confetti.
There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people.
Did you just leave Iggy at the treehouse? No, I took Iggy with me. Me and Iggy jumped on a zip line and scooted out of there.
I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you.
Well, actually, you did.
Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son?
Dude, you have a responsibility to your family first.
Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, Is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just
You lie!
got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in.
I don't think that's
Hugged
true.
his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh, hi.
A figure approached
Person?
soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
Who are you?
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Who are you, mouse lady?
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower. Luca looked up, gradually remembering
So
his
two towns and
whereabouts.
your dreams meet a doppelganger. Can that have something to do with each other? I was stopping to say hi. I was watching a movie, but now I need to sleep. So good night and have fun with John. Thank you, Death Viper. Hope you enjoyed your movie. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good night's sleep, Viper. So in the dreams you meet a doppelganger. The doppelganger is just your conscience. It's just you, your conscience reflecting on life. It's an older you reflecting on life, I'm pretty sure. It's just his unspoken thoughts. It's just symbolic, I think.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
Interesting choice of words. What?
Iggy huffed with gratification.
But you make like a gnat and buzz off. Nice.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Is this God?
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off. Realizing he'd worn their patience thin, Nat relented. Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes. Nat took a deep breath in. Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers. For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
I feel like this mouse has got from this universe. like that.
Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered. Luca began to laugh uncomfortably. He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him. He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Who are you, mouse lady?
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a
Bye,
shrug
mouse
and
lady.
sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more.
Oh, Nat's a guy. Okay.
As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured.
Oh, in this timeline, Rollo is
Mr.
captured.
Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy.
Okay.
It all seemed to point to Perennial Harvest.
Of course.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks.
Haha, dead.
The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips. There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
I'd be concerned if there was a reply.
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave. Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
Oh, he appeared there a second after.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey. That was awesome. That's the lunch dance right there.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs. Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Ow.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Something unfortunate were to happen to Precious Source. We should drop a torch in it.
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I have not figured it out. I don't know what I need to figure out. I'll figure it will make sense eventually. I don't know what I need to figure out.
Iggy and Luca shared it.
Oh. Pungent. Why is pungent the only one? This is my favorite word. Okay. Tickle. I wish there was a cling. When did we use cling? I don't remember cling. They will all make sense in the end.
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid. Luca rolled his eyes with realization. Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Incendiary redecoration.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
It's so weird. Wait, they I mean, what I'm thinking is, so Grandma was distributing that jam that knocked people out to the town. I think she was maybe wanting people to eat all the jam and they go to sleep and then move the town again, and she thought she would stop whatever they're doing.
Luca and Iggy
got it
inched
kinda
up to
right.
the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Oh, wait, the fountain. That's where the fountain normally is. Let's jump in there. Oh, shoot, how did you guys get here? Why are you smiling all the time? What animal even are you? A hyena?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
I think there's something more parallel universe-y. Well, no, I think they just, I mean, that family has access to a lot of money. They have those hazmat suit guys measuring stuff. This game's good at giving you little clues throughout the way. I don't know what the clues are for, though. So there's two factions. There's Grandma and the townspeople trying to do stuff. And they have explosives. Ink. Explosive. They're gonna blow up stuff. She thought she was gonna blow up the source. What's the source do though? What's wait, there's wind coming out of that tunnel, and there was wind coming out of those tunnels in that underground booth thing. So why was there mining operations? What were they mining?
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
The unrefined. What do you mean unrefined? Unrefined what?
His face contorted into a saccharine grin. Kerr snapped his fingers.
It looks like our only escape is going to be to jump in.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
We're totally jumping in, aren't we?
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole. Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Why do people just always gravitate towards dropping things down this hole?
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration. Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air. With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh, you dummy.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Ah!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Dang, Luca, that's kind of cold.
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult. With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody. Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack. Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp. Every muscle in Luca's body burned. Luca felt his hand slipping. A calm settled over Iggy's face. Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
I wish hum was an option here with the hum Iggy's request. Except he looks so happy to let him die.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy. The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
We all gotta die sometime. The best you can do is give someone a good death. Did they stop it? Was that the right option?
We have some idea what that would look like.
Yes, we do. Is she the narrator? Observant wait. Okay. Wait for what?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes. With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
What?
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm?
Oh, wait. That glowing light thing. Two charm.
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Two charm? Two charm? Second charm? Two charm? Did I hum? I can hum? Find the one that uses hum. Well, here we go. Oh, this place looks familiar. Let's weep again. As long as you don't
And
drop
in the
that torch,
stillness,
we'll be fine.
He began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud. Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
Heart attack.
Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Hi, Yidis. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Ryan and Yidis. You witnessed one of the endings.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Are you my mother?
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
She hit the goo! She hit the goo! She got goo on her!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
And she's probably not the only one who got goo on her.
They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies. Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness. Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow. For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again. Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers. Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under Perennial Harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus Liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that's what change is all about. Oh, she did not drop the torch this time. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar! You lie! Excuse me? I will not. This town is a dangerous secret, and Perennial Harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense! They picked up the whole town and moved it right under our noses. You're not making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr
Ha,
addressed the
dear.
crowd with a sarcastic tone.
There's such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. Oh. That's right, they did leave town. Well, they had us evacuated. I'm going to have to ask you to. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Didn't the tube to the Winter Wonderland say mines? It did. The mining causes the snow? I don't know what the source is, but something like that. This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Listeners, she has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van
Whispers
Horn.
filtered through the crowd.
Aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all know Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take care of this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It's just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Hi, dog!
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Wait. I like this character. He only appeared once and I really liked him, of course. He likes licorice.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Is that a child or a short man?
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder?
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
It's just a child. Did he get like the opposite of the aging serum and get like the younging serum?
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Oh,
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
I see.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Oh, did they like discover the key to immortality? They have a younging serum and an olding serum?
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
Oh. Oh. He did the same thing, but the opposite.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Be a tear. Sharper Valentine Festival? Oh.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the
Wait,
crowd.
wasn't the big dog his son? Malice. Oh, I like Malice. You destroyed this town. I'm gonna let you get away with it again.
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward!
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
Guess an heiress. This guy totally has a younging serum. The source. So that he can live forever? So that she doesn't have to inherit any of his money? Daddy? Oh, poor guy. Yep, that's it. Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? There's no way William's dead. No way. You said enough. don't spoil it. He really is dead? Oh, okay. He's got to be still alive. Mine. You're onto something there. Went the tube to winter warehouse ate mine. And Wolf. Walt being dead is a major plot point. I don't think he's dead. I never saw a body.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
Wait.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Who's William Kerr? Oh, this guy? Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was a role of a lifetime. What? Is this Bill Kerr, or was it Pat C. the whole time? Let your secrets out in the open. What's to stop this town from rising up against you? That's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and... Oh no! 15 on you, boy. Time is my plaything. You should answer their questions.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Chapter 10?
And
Chapter
so,
10?
Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image.
Okay, well that's not too
The
bad.
fertilizer factory soon reopened for business.
You can just move. This isn't that bad of an ending, just move. There's other
Sales
towns.
rose steadily
Good.
as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties.
Good.
Beacon Pines became famous,
Good.
a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all.
Good.
Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer.
Oh, that's not good.
The end.
Well, the winters to get the fertilizer, wait. So, there's something with the fertilizer. The fertilizer's being mixed with the aging stuff. They said some of the fertilizer just randomly makes crops die. It's hit or miss. It wasn't refined. The crops... The winters are getting longer and longer. Are they just longer and long? Are they just the more stuff they mine, the more they're destroying the world slowly?
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Fire and ice. Don't make me go back that far. Ponder. fuse. Shame. Malice? Oh, this guy. Oh, that's not good. Why would I
There
want
was a
malice?
malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring.
Oh, that sounds like the worst thing I could
Felt the
choose.
weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder.
Hey, I have something to tell you about your dad.
Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
Maybe you should. Aging stuff that they mine there, and the mining is damaging nature. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon. Uh-oh. Poor choice of words, my friend. I should get going.
Luca twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
How is malice the option that results in the least amount of badness? Okay. What do you want, book lady? What are you doing there? My problem? Oh! My problems would look smaller? Big trouble? Emphasis on big? Oh, I get what you're saying. Identify yourself, please. Nelly Meow. Work here now. I'm gonna locate you on staff roll. Fish start until tomorrow. Hold, please. Clearance authorized, thank you. Harvest awaits. What? Our harvest awaits. So his big evil plan was... Yeah, Wildback's bones. That guy is definitely the most important character to the story. You talk to him once and he just sleeps it all off. Hey, Candy Kid, what you want? Hey, guys, what's your deepest fear? Who even are you? I talked to you once and you've never moved from this spot. You're like a one-person character mission control. Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Marco, Rolo. It sets you up for the fishing game. I gotcha.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy, and
what?
he conceded to its lumpy embrace.
Oh. Wait at the treehouse. Oh no, not
Once
another
again,
dream.
Luca found himself in a vast black expanse.
This song makes me sad.
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket. A keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo."
It's because he's a deer and a buck is a...
Luca turned to
Buck.
face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face.
Hell.
A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together.
Wait, is the source... like where all the different vocab words are. This source is the sapling of the tree. Iggy probably just a faithful field experiment.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?
No.
Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course, I'm as real as the part of you that misses me. Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone.
This song makes me sad.
That makes sense. Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so.
No, don't end. You're just gonna
His
leave me
father
with
pulled him in
silence.
for an embrace. Time to go, buckaroo.
You're just gonna leave me with that silence.
Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
I go.
A commanding voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open. Chapter 5.
We're only at chapter 5.
Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony.
It would be interesting to replay the game from chapter 1, just making the correct choices for
As
everyone.
his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large
Froze.
figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Hey, you. This is a good character. Or sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize.
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Did they experiment on him? Is that Rolo? Is that Big Rolo? Flaming chicken coop.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rolo. Only bigger, older,
Stronger.
changed.
They made my hands all big. Look.
Rolo
They're
proudly presented
experimenting
his
on a
hands to
child.
Luca. Luca moved to the side and pointed Rolo to his reflection in the balcony window. His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! What'd they do to you? They made you drink some sort of green crud. It's toe juice. Kind of tasted like licorice. Smashed open my cage. I mean, they're the entire time and lied about it. And you think they're above child abduction. You smashed open a cage? Kinda. I think it did. It's all a bit of a blur. Oh, we're gonna fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. How long is he gonna run like that? I know where Snatch people go.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
Oh, hi, Nat. Or whatever you are.
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Luca. I don't know what her name is. Beck. Yeah. You're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? It's really cool how they can make a bunch of meaningful endings that don't necessarily impact the final ending. Wide Rollo. Roly-poly Rollo. Where Beck got splashed in the face instead. Oh, yeah! Okay, I gotcha. Where Beck got splashed. Gotcha. Interesting. Where... I want to see... What's so important about choice number 2 that splits the timeline? I love that the thing that splits the timeline is chill or mad. Chill or poop. That's the thing that splits the time. That makes it a good timeline or a bad timeline. Okay, so right here, I feel like there should be a third. I think it was literally just a hint that there's a second game coming. The weather one. That was a... I like this. This timeline might have been the funnest. I like the left timeline the most. Where was the one where we were in the treehouse and we died with our friend? That was my favorite. Another, I would say there most likely has been a second game. Will be. The grand jury. This choice means nothing. I love that this is the big choice that splits it. It's a mushroom tree. Well, there's room for another. No. Why do I like the sand ending the most? I like sad endings. That wasn't a sad ending. That was quite possibly the most meaningful ending. I like the ending when you're in the treehouse alone with him, and I like the one where Iggy dies. Those are good ones. We all have to die, but what you can do is have a meaningful death. A lot of people are going to die in Time Police when I ever finish that. Not now, Rollo.
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
All these paths are confusing. Yeah, if you haven't been here from the beginning, it could be kind of confusing. I am really glad I didn't play through the whole game on that first night. I would have been so tired and confused. How much is left of the game? I need to sleep at some point. Is it enough that I could leave it to tomorrow?
Narrowed.
Or should I just keep going? Died it with some stuff from the chemistry set. Oh, nice. Play cool. Oh, hey. This is what? Oh, nothing. I was just lying. You do your hair. Just kind of felt like a change. It's gonna take forever to grow out. So leave until tomorrow if you wanted to go back and finish all the endings. Talking about your mother's new job. Talking about this movie. You should just took a listen to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Ilona's kind of fine. before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nelly had to go into work. Good night. You want to say too much? I gotcha. I think we're gonna have to leave it for tomorrow. At the end of this chapter, I'm getting too tired. I have tomorrow off, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's been a long time since I've completed a single-player game. Single-player games, I'm glad I'm able to stream because I played a lot of single-player games growing up when I didn't have internet. But then once I got internet, I don't know, single-player games, they just felt really lonely. But when you stream a single-player game, it's like it's a multiplayer game. Like the Fallout games they seem very lonely. But when you stream, it's like... I wouldn't be able to play a single-player game if it was just me. It feels like if you do something by yourself, it doesn't actually happen. That's the way I feel. Like it's like if no one else sees it, it doesn't really happen. 5-ish hours to finish the game. Average about 6 hours. 2 sessions for most. It's about 6 hours. So 2 sessions for most players. Here I am on my 3rd session, having to do 4 sessions. Nelly, come see what we can do about fixing your hair. Presentable for the festival. Maybe I shouldn't have smacked melons for 2 hours.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically. She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Very funny. Thank you. Nice, sweet. Is he Sans? Goofing off for your views does slow you down. So you got in trouble. It's my fault. Your hair got screwed. Okay, first place. I kind of like the look. I like this cozy room. I like the storm. The storm part where they're yelling out the window at the storm was nice. This game has a lot of, you don't expect like an emotional moment to come up, and it's weird. Does it even matter? Because it's not like the true ending. I have the founder on the line. Oh, okay. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantry. What's your report? What's your report on our new lead research? I like the founder. I like young founder. Now, like, meow, that seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. Yeah, no, the sound design is great. The storm part? No, the storm part does not exist in this timeline. The storm part was... Wait, I don't know. Maybe it does? I don't know. I don't know what part of the... What timeline am I on? I forgot what timeline I was on. So, weather... This is the timeline where I was Malice? No, I think this is the weather does not exist in this timeline. Weather was over here, and I think I'm right here. This is gonna be my least favorite timeline, is the one where everyone gets mad at you and you have to fight them off. That's such a weird... Oh, that's so... Oh, this is a really interesting split, though, right here. The splits in the game are very interesting. I wonder why the left branch doesn't have any splits, though. It's kind of weird. This is the indie game that showed the Kickstarters to pay the voice actor who plays the narrator. This is an indie game that how to kickstart to pay. This is an indie game that had to kickstart to pay the voice actor. Oh, I gotcha. How much did it cost? I mean, it's a good voice actor. Just how much did they need? Well, this is a great game. I'm glad it got made. We're in the end game now. The ultimate crossover. No loose ends, General Shepard, when she finishes the work. It's so hot where I'm at. Maybe we should delay this for a bit. Oh? We seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. Issues in the past. Oh, she's just listening into the radios. They really don't have secure channels at all. Bill, I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Nice. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, it's just really impressive that the music's so good. I know, they did really good in this game. Everyone has different eye color? Oh, they do. Yeah. Okay, I found, upon reflecting, I love brown eyes. I did not realize, like, I've seen people in real life that have brown eyes. I don't know why brown eyes are that cool looking. Like, they're amazing. I wish I had brown eyes. I have hazel eyes. I would have liked green eyes, or blue eyes, or brown eyes. And I have hazel eyes. I'm actually killing someone.
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
That's nice. I keep hitting that button by accident.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
And I slam it on the ground. Need this help. Thank you.
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
Doing his potty dance. We're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6.
Okay.
The Heist.
Alright, everyone. That is all I have time for tonight. I mean, I'd have time, but I'm sleepy. Hopefully we will be finishing up this game tomorrow. If you are watching me on TikTok, we'll be back same time tomorrow night. And we have a YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to go to my profile, click on that link, and subscribe. We have a Discord, and it's a very active community, so come join. We'd love to have you. I will see you on the next episode, and thank you for watching. Have you just been tapping the like button this whole time? 5,600 likes. That's hilarious. Thank you, Satan, and thank you for the diamonds. Alright, everyone. Have a good night, TikTok, and we'll see you tomorrow for the epic conclusion of Beacon Pines. Alright, YouTube, now that it's me and you, have a good night/morning, Alina, and Satan, and Viper, if you're watching this in the future. You have more diamonds than 97% of hosts with a similar following. Heck yeah. Thank you for the diamonds. I'm going to go to sleep now. Thank you all very much. And yeah, I'm going to bed. I'll probably mess around on my phone for a while though. Anywho, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.